Hi Taurus, welcome to the new moon in Gemini reading for June 6, 2024. Um, you have, for the direction that the reading is going in, and mind you, new moons begin new cycles, you have the three consciousness dark thoughts. And this can be a cautionary card, and it is the direction that the reading is going in. Meaning that you can be kind of drawn to questionable activities or people that are probably not very good for you. It's important for you to investigate your choices and to use your intuition to determine if they honor you or honor your belief system, and that they resonate with you and your thinking again. Be cautious of escapist behavior or over worrying about things, even though, and this is dark thoughts, but it means that you can kind of get in your head a little bit and overthink things. It's important for you to manage negative thoughts, maybe create healthier habits, just like eating healthy and regular exercise, relaxation. It's probably really important for you to do something physical to get it. This, for me, reminds me of the Nine of Swords, where a thought can kind of lead us down and a wrong path, create stories of its own, and um, um, whether that's true or not, we can take on those thoughts and really be worrying about them and create sort of self-doubt. Okay, so let's see where this is taking us. This is the direction the reading is going in. And perhaps it's not even you. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is experiencing this. That's also possible. So, the first column is where you find yourself at the time of the new moon. And again, new moons begin new cycles. Okay, I think that's a good card for the dark thoughts card. The second column is what you're doing, what you're thinking. It represents you in the situation, how you're feeling, how you're behaving. Okay. And the last column is probable outcome, probable because some things we are able to change and some things we are meant to experience. We chose to experience them, and always, again, for our growth, for our betterment, and to learn something from it. Albeit at the time we may not think that way. But in hindsight, right? 2020. Okay, let's have a look here. Now, this is my Taurus card, so you can be dealing with a young person, or this can be how you're behaving. I will say this, though, when I have two bookends, I call them, I'm asked to really concentrate on this center card. So I have 2 pages. That means this one is really, really important, and almost to negate these, but I'm going to give them to you anyway, because it's 2 different people, and I find it interesting that one is on either side of this partnership. Now, again, this is a Taurus card for me, so it can be you, but it can also be somebody who's young or at a distance if you're an older individual. It is my detective card, so we may have a lot of questions and are kind of really searching for some answers. And that's why I say I find it interesting here, because perhaps we have some more difficult cards. And I mean, even with the Hermit card here, we're searching for something, we're looking for answers. Looks like we're going to find it. So that's very positive here. However, again, the Taurus card, very detective, youthful kind of energy of seeking things out. So I mean, this can even be, let's say, your dark thought, and this is just an example, may or may not be for somebody, but it is coming up for me. You suspect somebody of cheating, whether that's romantic, business, whatever, it doesn't matter. You feel like there's some kind of foul play here. Maybe you're checking out their social media, maybe you're checking out their emails or that sort of thing. It's very much that kind of energy. Let me delve in, let me find out what the information here is. Okay? And with that you have the Fool card. So, this is negatively aspected is being fooled. So perhaps you think you are being fooled, especially if, again, dark thoughts. That's why I'm going here. The Fool card, however, can also be just a really nice new adventure, taking a leap of faith. And I don't feel that that's what it is, because if you were taking a leap of faith, you probably wouldn't be doing any detective work. However, maybe you are taking a leap of faith on a Page of Swords, on a Taurus type person. And again, younger or at a distance if they're older people. If they're young, then this represents the young person. The Fool card is a new adventure, taking a leap of faith. It is pure potential. And it's very often taking a leap of faith because we have the sun on our back. Because if we drop off here at the edge, perhaps something comes to catch us, or we get stuck on a tree and no harm comes to us. It's the Fool card. It's folly. Okay. You have Venus in Virgo here with that Nine of Pentacles. That's an interesting card, because if it is romantic or partnership, either way, this is somebody that you want them to, and Taurus would do this, I believe, to help you with the practical things. So if it's a romantic relationship, it's not the big gestures that you're interested in. It's really the more practical side of life, the practical side of relationships, of partnerships of all kinds. It is a strong, independent person who, through their own hard work, creates a luxurious life for themselves. On another level, it can be inheritance, but you can see that they have quite a spread in front of them. They have a beautiful vineyard and lots of money that comes from it. But the snail at the bottom here indicates, because a snail carries a house with them, that there's a really independent energy here. So this person can be quite independent and ready to move on to something very interesting, or investigating the idea of it. Now you may be the one with the dark thoughts here, because you have the Hermit card, and in regards to relationships of all kinds, right? This is partnerships. 2 is always duality, but it is an emotional thing, whether that's business or romantic, or friendly, whatever. It's the people that we're close to. And while they may be 2 very different people, there is a matched desire, a desire that matches the 2 of them, right? That kind of brings them together. And that's the 2 of Cups. The Hermit card, which is my Virgo card, or associated with Virgo, is somebody who takes the information, digests it, and then comes to conclusions, so he can turn this knowledge into wisdom. However, it's also feeling very internal, and it is kind of wanting to be alone, wanting to be on your own to digest this information. But it can also be the search for a romantic partnership, for somebody who matches your desires. And perhaps you think you're not going to find it because of the dark thoughts. That's the only reason I say that. But there is this search for something here. Now, if this person is inquiring, perhaps they're asking you about it. So maybe, like I said, this could be a friend who's having difficulty and they come to you because this is an inquiring individual. These are detectives, and you seem to have answers here where the Hermit is concerned, because that is a wise individual. King of Pentacles, so you're behaving like a King of Pentacles here, and that kind of matches this card a little bit. I find that interesting because they are the master of their material world. So the King of Pentacles for me is a Gemini card, and this is somebody who can be square in features. Gemini is the lower mind, and by that I do not mean it negatively. I mean they are busy with the things of the earth, business. That's why he can be a CEO, right? He's the master of the material world. It's that's why I say the lower mind, the material world, the physical things in life, the more dense things in life. Okay, but they are very, very busy with business. Their focus is very much on their work and making money and creating stability. And these people can, and this is you obviously, can show their love by making sure there's a nice home, food on the table, all the bills are paid, a nice car. That's kind of how they would show their love. They may not always be around all the time to do anything, but here again we're looking at somebody who's looking for somebody who can take care of the practical things in life, right? That's Venus and Virgo. That's interesting. Okay. If you are worried about business, right, or somebody else is worried about business or a business partnership, this is the person to talk to for sure, which would be you, how you're behaving. Could be business partnerships for somebody, for sure here. Now again, you can be searching for information or you could be giving it. It's very possible that somebody wants to start a new business and they don't have all the information, and they can come to you for that information. Perhaps they want to partner up with you. And I think if it is, it's very possible that you are considering it, but you're also kind of looking into the situation yourself. Now you have the older pentacle and the page here. So it could be the same person or it could be somebody younger. But if you look at this, you have two people on either side of partnership. So this can be for somebody definitely a financial partnership. Again, this card is cautioning you, and because you have the Hermit, to make sure that this person has the same ethics as you do, has the same, that it just, your desires match, right? That desire is matching. Because like I said, this can come with the Fool card, and maybe this person's just looking for money, right? The Nine of Pentacles, maybe they're just looking for money. They're not willing to put in the work or something like that. There is a precautionary energy here, I gotta be honest with you. The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. So this may be somebody completely different, or it can be you, but the Page of Pentacles is my Capricorn card. And this is somebody who has just learned something and they're ready to show the world what they can do with it, right? They've just finished a study, perhaps. They've just graduated and they're ready to get out into the world. And look, he's rushing into the situation. I want to do this. This is really the thing that I want to do. And again, what did I say? Fools rush in where angels fear to tread with this card. It can be foolish activity. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I do think you have to investigate the situation a little bit more here, especially with the Dark Thoughts card. Knight of Swords is somebody who comes rushing in. It's something that could come in quickly, can leave just as quick. All right, Magician. I mean, these are kind of tricky cards, to be honest with you. The Magician can be the trickster. And I'm only saying that because of this dark thoughts. That's the only reason I'm saying it. And all I'm saying is to look into it deeper. Don't rush in. So the Magician card is your concept, your vision, what you're focusing on. But negatively aspected, it is the trickster card. So I'm going to pull one more for that. Now, it's important for you to, so if this is you, right? Let's say this is you. You can't be represented by the King of Pentacles more than once. But let's say this is you. Maybe it's you in thought. The decisions that you make should be checked to your original concept, your original idea that the Fool had here. If it veers from that, then maybe you have a bit of a warning. If it matches, yeah, see? You have the Hanged Man. That's an interesting card because that card tells me that not everything is in your hands at this, or this person's hand, whether that's you or somebody else you're dealing with. I just see partnerships on either side. I can't stop seeing that. So the Hanged Man is somebody who is waiting. Capricorn is an empowering card, but it is associated with the devil. And so maybe this person is holding on to something else. Maybe you're holding on to something else if it's you, which could even be like this original concept, this original idea. You maybe don't want to veer too far from that. The Hanged Man is telling me if you wait and you wait with faith, you get what you want. And in the meantime, there is something enlightening there. You can learn something from a little bit of, I would say, loss in control, because the Hanged Man is usually somebody else is steering your ship at this time. Now, again, this may be you or this may be somebody else. For everybody, it's going to be a little bit different. And so you kind of have to, I would say, really look at your own scenario to decide if these are partners or if that is you. If that is you in thought. Because you are the King of Pentacles. And so the Page of Pentacles can be you in thought. Alright, what does Spirit want you to know? Open the door to the kingdom of heaven. That's an interesting card there. I think any dark thoughts, you will find information. You'll get the information that you need. It can even be through your own intuition. And so for me, this is really feeling the energy of connection. I want to go to the Hermit card with this, where we kind of gather information, we digest it, and we turn that knowledge into wisdom. And again, it's really important, I feel, that you make your decisions through your original concept, the original idea that you had, your original vision, I think is really important. But there, you will get the information, because the Hanged Man, I mean, he's enlightened here. But it is after a period of waiting, and again, like the Hermit, we're kind of taking this time to digest and to come to light. Interesting enough, though, because here we have the Dark Thought card, and then the Christ energy, which is opening the door to the kingdom of heaven, meaning there's some enlightenment there. We're getting some answers. And I do think your intuition is very important here, but I would say this, King of Pentacles and even the Page of Pentacles are more about the things of the earth. And so maybe it's like checks and balances, it's like pros and cons kind of thing, that you really have to sort of write it down, because there's the practicality here. And intuition may be a good factor, but I think for you it's really important in this case to write down the practical side of the pros and cons of this partnership or the decision that you're making at this time. And I think you're doing that with the Page of Swords. Really, this is for me like really investigating your options. Okay, it feels a little bit heavy, but I think in time you're going to find the answers that you're seeking. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Until then, take good care. Bye for now.